You motherfucker.
Easy weeknight meals because I don't want to be cooking all night, and you shouldn't either. Okay, so I'm going to use this baking dish. You could also use a sheet pan. You could use a sheet pan with a wire rack. You can do kind of whatever you want. I prefer my Staub bakeware. I like these. They're nice and deep. These are just my vibe. So set that off to the side and just grab my veggies. That's where I'm going to start. I have these little mini gold potatoes. I'm going to chop these up. You obviously want them small enough that they will cook in the oven. You don't want them to still be hard when you take them out. And in this bag is just like some onions that I've had used for other things / whatever. These are kind of just leftovers. I'm going to quarter the onion and then just kind of pull it apart so I make like little 2 to 3 layers per little cup and just toss those in there as well. I'm just going to throw in some green beans, but I do like to kind of sift through these and make sure that there's no stems on any of them, because sometimes they do come with the stems and that's not good. I decided to use my bigger Staub pan, so all this is just going right into a bigger one. I'm doing that because I kind of want to roast some of these carrots whole, or at least large chunks, and that gives me kind of a little bit of space over here to push this all over and kind of just play. I just found 3 mushrooms in the back of my fridge, and they're gonna go bad if I don't use them. So that's the beauty of this dish, is that I quite literally can throw whatever I want in here. I've done broccoli, I've done cauliflower, I've done cabbage. You can throw whatever veggie mix you want in the bottom, and this is going to work out. So it's just kind of like your end of the grocery line, hodgepodge, whatever. Take a ball of olive oil and then just give that a light sprinkle over everything. I'm gonna also go ahead and season it beforehand. This is just gonna be salt and a good helping of pepper. Get your hands dirty and just mix that around a little bit. I'm just gonna set this off to the side for a minute. Grab yourself a bowl. I prefer metal anytime I'm using anything to do with meat because it's poreless. We want that, we don't want germs. Grab your chicken breasts. I get mine from Schnucks every single time. And we're just gonna open this up. And then rare occasion here, I am using a disposable paper towel. I won't use my reusable paper towels on this because, I don't know, I just don't mess with chicken like that, you know? Salmonella is scurry, girl. It's scurry. Just kind of pat dry that chicken real quick and then just toss it into your bowl. You will also notice that I did lay down a plastic cutting board. I want to get a metal one. I know microplastics are terrible, but that is because I'm protecting my wood cutting board because it's porous and I don't want chicken juice getting on it. We're gonna season our 4 chicken thighs up in here, and I'm kind of an everything but the kitchen sink type of gal, so I'm gonna start with a little drizzle of olive oil again. Of course, pepper. Just dump some of the salt in here. Whoops. Paprika. This is some Italian seasoning. Onion powder. And some garlic powder. No, there's plenty of people on the internet that are like, gonna yell at me and say wear gloves and whatever and yada yada yada. I know, but I don't do that. I'm not, this isn't a Gordon Ramsay kitchen, you know what I mean? This is my home, okay? And I'm just gonna have to do what I have to do. Once that bird's legs are nice and coated with everything, set that there, let's wash our hands, come right back. Let me also say, if you are a queen with nails, okay, you also need to have some type of scrubber next to your sink so that you can clean underneath your fingernails, because those germs, those bacterias, girl, they're living under there. And I love my long nails just as much as the next gal, but I ain't dying over them. My chicken, I'm going to just place in my fridge. So I like to cover it with plastic wrap. You will not catch me slipping. Those chicken juices are not hanging out in my house, y'all. I would say plastic wrap is the safest option. There's no reason to be scared of veggies in your fridge, and I like to cut down on plastic use when I can. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover these with a tea towel, place them in the fridge as well. I will come back when it is time to assemble and bake that out later tonight. Take all this out of the fridge when you're ready to cook it. You can cook it immediately, you don't have to wait. I just wait because now it's dinner time. And I'm just gonna place these 4 thighs right on top of all my veggies. The veggies are essentially acting like a, what's that called? A cooking rack? A wire rack? A wire cooking rack? I don't know. But they're acting as that, and so like all the oil and fats will drain from them, from the chicken, through the veggies, and then your chicken doesn't end up soggy. So that's great. That's it. That's all that you have to do. Put this in a 400-degree oven for 40 minutes. Okay, we're gonna pull this out of the oven. And she's beautiful. I personally like to always tempt my chicken because, like I said, girl, we don't play with that salmonella here. These are actually like 5 degrees under 165, so they're 160. I'm gonna throw them in for just a couple more minutes. Probably like 5 to 10. You motherfucker. Crisis averted. Nobody panic. I'm glad I can stay calm under pressure. And then these tasty, delectable thighs are done. They're beautiful, and I'll just grab a couple of veggies from everything and serve it with some bread. Super, super easy, super fast, and like low effort. My favorite combination.